Hey y'all, this is Holly. Welcome to my first mini lesson. This is going to be on the tune Cluck Ol' Hen, how to play it, and step 1, double stops in how to make it sound a little bit more fiddly, how to fiddle it up a little bit. So I'm going to start and I'm just going to play this tune Cluck Ol' Hen. There you have it. I'm going to teach you this tune really quickly. It's pretty simple. There's pretty simple notes for it. So it starts on the E string. If you're going to play this in the key of A, you're going to start on the open E string. And you're just going to start with this phrase, E, A, G. So open 3, 2. Then E, E, D, third finger on the A string. So it's together. Then the next part, E, A, G, E. And then this last phrase, which is E, D, C, A, or E3, low 2, A. And you want to go ahead and remember this phrase right here, because it's going to come back at the end of the B part. So that's your whole A part, and then we go to the B part, which is going to be start on the A string, open A, C, low 2, and then A, G, which is third finger on the D string. Then you're going to go A, C, D, or A, 2, 3. And then there's that recycled phrase from the first part, E3, 2, A, or E, D, C, A. It's the whole thing. And there you have it. That's Cluck Ol' Hen. You can go ahead and try to play it along with the first part of this video, I guess. So I want to just do a little mini lesson about how to make it sound more fiddly. I get that question a lot, and the first answer that I always have is try using double stops. So here's my first tip about double stops, which is if you're playing anything in kind of an old times or bluegrassy folk style, there are 2 main notes that you can always use as a good double stop or a good drone, and that is the tonic, the first, the main note of the key. So in the case of this tune, we've got A, and then the 5th, and it's really easy to find the 5th because you just count up using your alphabet notes 5 up from whatever the main key is. So if you've got A, A is 1, B, C, D, E is 5. So if you know that you've got those 2 notes, A and E, which luckily are 2 open strings on the fiddle, we've got some pretty good options for drone notes. So I'm going to go ahead and play the first part of the tune that's all on E, and I'm going to go ahead and just drone on my A string while I do that. So that's all on the E string, and then we have this note, this D, which is on the A string, and we've got 2 options. We can try to do an octave with that and try to do the open D, or we can go ahead and just keep droning on the E string and see if it sounds good. And what you're going to hear is that it sounds actually pretty good. In my opinion, it sounds a little bit crunchy, which is always fun. So you've got this, nice and crunchy. And then we're just going to keep droning actually all the way on the E string as we go down the A string for the rest of the 2 A parts. So now once we go to the B part, which is mostly on the A string, you can keep droning on that E string all the way up until a certain point. So you've got this, and then we go down to our 3rd finger on the D string, our G, and we don't really want to drone on open G here, but we might want to use the open A string. So you've got this, that same crunchy sound that we were using before, And then we go back up to the A string, so we're going to drone on the E string again. So. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll post more about stuff to do with this tune a little bit down the road.